Okay, so the three things that are the ugly truth of being a housewife. The first one would be loneliness, because we know there's just, especially in the United States, there's not a lot of stay-at-home wives. There are definitely more stay-at-home like moms than stay-at-home wives. And so when you want to do things during the day, most people aren't available, and so you spend a lot of time alone. So you have to really like yourself and love yourself and really enjoy your alone time. I have so much alone time. Yeah, you can schedule, going to the spa or to the salon or go shopping and things like that, but those things sometimes can get a little old, and you need to have some solitary activities that you like to do on your own, or just, you could just watch a bunch of Netflix or YouTube or whatever. But time does go by, but the loneliness can definitely be a thing, especially if you want to hang out with people during the day. And that is one of the ugly truths about being a housewife. The second one would basically be like maybe like jealousy, resentment, these different negative emotions that you may get from other people. So you're like, oh yeah, I'm a housewife or whatever, and people either assume that you're cooking and cleaning all the time, which there are housewives that are like that, but there's quite a few of us out there like, okay, we're not a maid service, we're not a chef, and things like that. So no, I'm not cleaning all day and I'm not cooking all day. So people assume things about you. They may also assume that you're uneducated. They may just assume different things, or that you're just dumb, because it's like, well, just you don't know anything about the finances in your household. So there's a lot of assumptions from other people. Also jealousy, because some people don't. There's a lot of people who don't like their jobs. There's a lot of women who don't like their jobs. Of course, there's some that do, but we're talking about the ones that don't. And when they hear that, they're like, oh, I can't do that. Like, I would be bored, or, oh, that's really good for you, or whatever they would say, like, oh, I wish I could do that. And so you have to be careful with that sometimes, because, jealousy and things like that come up. So that is an ugly truth about being a housewife. It's just how other people will perceive you and think that you are different things, and whatever that may or may not be true. So yeah, the third thing basically would be money, like finance and money. So like I see a lot on social media, there's different types of housewives, and then we have housewives, and then we have trophy wives, and then we have the stay-at-home moms. There's a lot of different, like, you have the woman who doesn't work outside the home, and then you have all these different segments of us. So like, I think a lot of people, because of social media, they'd be like, oh, you're a housewife, so your husband must be making like a crap ton of money. He must be some type of doctor, or like a lawyer, or like a high earner. But we know that the average man, even in the United States, are not they're not high earners. There's also a lot of men that are not ambitious. So, you may have a husband, or your partner or whatever, and they're not making $250 million a year or more, and these kinds of things that people assume, oh, you're a housewife, so your husband must be super well off, and you're able to, like, go buy Louis Vuitton and like Chanel bags, and I don't know, all these different things. The Chanel even make bags. See, I don't even have a Chanel bag. I don't even know if it's a thing. That's how much I don't know. It's like, I feel like that's just very much social media glitter that is not true for most women. And we obviously know that trophy wives are usually women that are in their 20s, and they marry someone double their age usually, because they are the trophy, right? They look pretty or whatever, and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that particular role, especially if the woman is smart, and they, get the finances together and different things like that. I'm not against all these different types of realms of it, but I'm talking about the stereotypical housewife that is not a trophy wife, that They don't have all these side hustles. They're not working part-time out in the workforce. They're not in the workforce, period. I'm like the housewife that I don't work part-time. I don't do these different things. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think sometimes in social media, they portray housewives as this woman that has all of these high-end expensive things, and that they can just shop all day, and that they can like go out to restaurants every day all the time, and they can do all these different things, and that's not the reality. Even if your husband makes above the average amount of like other Americans, they're still probably not making a high six-figure income. So you still have to sometimes think about how much you're spending and stuff like that. You may not be able to buy all those different things that people keep showing you on social media. That's just glitz and glam. And some of those women, they make money. You know what I mean? They have a part-time job, or maybe they have a business. So if you aren't in that state, yeah, you might be having a less expensive life. So that is definitely an ugly truth that I feel like we need to express more as housewives, or even stay-at-home moms. I feel like stay-at-home moms even more, because you have, the more kids you have, the more expensive it is, which means it's less money for you to do the different things that you might want to do, like going to the salon, going to the spa, having your lunch, having lunch with maybe other stay-at-home mothers or wives, which I don't know that many stay-at-home housewives. I'm sorry. But anyway, I digress. Like, the more money that, you know, the more kids you have, the less you're going to have as a wife. So that's even more of a, like, you having even less expensive lifestyle. Especially if the person that you're with is it, you know, they don't, you know, they have an average job, or they're not willing to be ambitious to make more. So you know, that's an ugly truth. So anyway, I hope I hope that this video helps women out there just to see the actual not so great realities of being a housewife. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, because this is part of my Vlogmas 2024. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. All right. Bye.